How do I start this? What's up and welcome back to a video that is about why I stopped vlogging, why you maybe should stop vlogging, or why you actually maybe would like to start vlogging. Sounds contradicting, but will all make sense at the end of this video. If you're one of the regular viewers, you've probably already noticed that from all the films, all the videos I made from and about Malaysia, like from last year, you had a hard time actually spotting me. Like seeing my face, seeing me being in the videos I make, which is weird because YouTube is this place where each and everyone is making videos about themselves, like I'm currently now here sitting in front of the camera. I think you're getting the idea. It was just that at that time I had one particular thought, one thing I was feeling deeply inside of me, and that was I just couldn't see my freaking face anymore. I didn't want to be always in the middle of it. For some reason, I had a hard time always looking into that camera and always seeing my face being out there and everything being about me, and I just felt that I wanted to try and do something else, like something more meaningful. This was also at the time where I got back to Germany for a brief time and then went on traveling again, and I also wanted to change my whole workflow, in a way, my travel flow, if that makes any sense, because I was just fed up always traveling, working and creating at the same time, and I just felt that all this creation process, all this pressure of putting a vlog out, recording a vlog, it just took a little bit away from the experience, and I wanted to avoid that, which I actually enjoyed, but also partly regret. See, for instance, there was a time where Cat parents visited us for, I think it was about a week, and we went with them. We started in KL, then we went to Tioman, which is an island in the east of Malaysia. After that we went to Singapore, and then we went to Malacca in the west of Malaysia before going back to KL, which was a super nice trip, and I would love to tell you the story, but I just didn't record much. And on top of that, part of that story is how bad I actually felt during the time, because I felt sick, and like decently sick. If it would have not been half a year ago or so, I would have been pretty sure that it was COVID-19. I was literally unable to do anything. Walking, just being awake was exhausting. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't sleep, but I wanted to sleep all the time. I couldn't eat, didn't eat for 3 days straight almost, and I semi-fainted like 3 times during that whole trip, and instead of going to a doctor, I pretty much did nothing and just waited for it all to pass. Until today, I do not even actually know what was happening to me. And for some reason, I think it would have been nice in a way to share that story, and I don't know, just tell you guys, if you get sick on travels, go to a fucking doctor. Don't be me, don't be stupid. And pretty much the same happened in Indonesia. After we landed, I did not record too much, and I never really showed you our first impressions, our first days in Indonesia. For instance, how puzzled we were about how European it partly actually looked like compared to all the other cities and countries we've been in Southeast Asia for more than half a year. Another story I also am not able to share fully with you is how we met Joseph, which is the brother of a working colleague, of a friend of Kat from Germany. Yes, that really happened. He literally took us for a whole day trip and showed us around Bandung. For instance, he took us to I will not even try to pronounce that correctly. The volcano is called Gunung Tangkuban Parahu. I shouldn't have tried. Gunung Tangkuban. By the way, that volcano shortly erupted after we visited, I think just a week or so after we've been there, and I think it's currently actually closed down. He also took us to a tea plantation and generally just showed us around, took us even out to lunch, and these are the best photos we have of that time. But I'm actually not so sure if we did not ask for a photo, because usually we do, but it may be like, still though, I would have loved to tell that story more in detail because we just had a lovely time. And Joe, if you see that by any chance, I want to say thank you for taking us around. We really enjoyed. Pretty much the same happened in summer. I cannot really show you how the city looks like, I cannot really show you much of the man-made canyon we visited, and I also cannot show you the hike we did to some waterfalls, which was an incredible place we had for, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, all for ourselves. That was just wow. And except for the Instagram stories I made at the time, I'm not really able to share that fully with you and how excited we were to actually do and see all of that. Though parts of that footage actually made it into the Freedom film, so I at least found some use for it. To sum this up, the biggest downside of me stopping vlogging pretty much was that I do not feel able and I did not capture some moments and stories that I really hold dear and are worthwhile remembering. Though speaking of the Freedom film, what all that actually did for me was to change my approach on filmmaking. Just trying to put something else together that is not a vlog. Instead of filming everything, I learned to be a little bit more selective and composed about the shots that I take or I'm trying to take. I tried more and more different filmmaking techniques, and all that actually got me into cinematography, which I love now. I love learning about all that. And earlier it was more like just filming anything and then somehow cramming it together into something I would call a vlog then. And that now became thinking more about what I want to shoot and why I would actually shoot it. And I just want you to know that I feel that my footage still is far from being good. Maybe it's slowly getting into something like acceptable. But everything I'm currently working with, everything I'm editing is half a year old. And you will see me slowly in the next videos progressing from auto everything into more and more manual filmmaking, which I will screw up at times, like badly. My bottom line pretty much here is not vlogging for a while, for a pretty long while, actually helped me to up my filmmaking. On the one hand in a technical way, but in general it just widened my filmmaking horizon, and today I'm approaching it very differently, looking for other techniques, looking for the meaning of filming techniques, for the sense behind it, and not just doing what everyone else does or just what I feel is right, but I'm trying to take a step back and really progress and learn as a creative and as a filmmaker. That's what vlogging did for me, but on the other hand though, I really missed the fun. I really missed just having fun and recording, capturing anything and then somehow putting it together in a fun little story, because that's what vlogging actually is to me. Just something very enjoyable that can be free from being perfect or even just good. It just can be a vlog for the sake of being a vlog. So if you're a vlogger only, maybe you would like to stop vlogging for a while and try something new to develop your skill set. On the other hand, if you are a professional and you feel like professional filmmaking is pressuring you a lot and you always have to come up with that creativity, like maybe you would like to take a step back from all that business stuff, from all that professionalism, and just start a vlog for the sake of it. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If the sound was somewhat awful, I'm sorry, I apologize. I did not place an acoustic blanket in front of me today, but I'm trying to just do it with a microphone stand. I'm generally experimenting a lot with sound at the time. That's also filmmaking, that's also trying just to get better and not to be awkward and awful all the time. Hugs and drugs, love and madness. I did not tell you what is coming up. What's coming up is a vlog from Yogyakarta where we're trying to visit 2 temples at the same day and capture them in the most beautiful light. And ooh, you should see the shots, you should see the photos. Ooh! Really looking forward to that. Hugs and drugs, love and madness. Peace!